I know when you're on your third album, there's a core fan base that are just always just tolerating you. They're just tolerating what goes on. They might say, "Oh, that's the killer track on the record," but oh my god, I love the first record. You know, that's what I do.
But on this, obviously a deeper cut, you've got other influences as well, other genres of music coming in. Like you've got reggae coming in, you've got funk coming in.
Not intentionally.
No, but you've got that, and it just adds something slightly different, but still works as a Temperance Movement song.
I think on Beast Nation, you mean?
Yeah.
I did.
It's more of a reggae type.
I suppose you could call it. I suppose it is like a reggae beat, but it was never. It's not really a reggae beat. It's just a funk beat, and we try to put some funk beats into rock and roll. You know, because they at one stage existed there. It's not all. It doesn't all have to be sort of straightforward meat and potatoes.
But it works.
Yeah.
Whatever you do, it works.
I guess that was. I liked that because of the two guitar parts on it.
I mean that's the thing as well. I mean, you said about Luke earlier, and obviously when Luke left, you've replaced Luke now. The dynamics.
We didn't really. You see, that's the difficult. You don't replace somebody like that, and you don't replace Damon. What, in essence,
not like for like.
The band is actually quite a different band now. So the record, the Deeper Cut is the New Temperance Movement album, but it's the New Temperance Movement album by the New Temperance Movement. In a way, the band that has, and it was a painful process. The album itself is the story of it. It's the sound of us over 2 years
evolving into
trying to keep going, embedding 2 other guys in the group, and trying to write some new songs.
It seems to have worked. That's the main thing. It seems to work very well, and it can only get better. I mean, the more, like you said, the longer you're together, the more in tune you are, and it just flows. And
touring, that's all that matters to us. And about in terms of the musical relationship, that is the one thing that helps you.
I mean, you've got Winter's End. I think you're headlining Saturday, aren't you? Your first sort of festival of the year.
Yes.
Now, obviously, festival season is normally the summertime. It must be quite a strange time of year to do it. But
I'm excited about Winter's End. I'm excited about. There's a lot of talk about it.
There's some good bands. There's some very good bands playing over the 3 days. But I mean, at a festival, whether it be the summer or something like Winter's End, do you take the time to watch other bands, or are you sort of in, play your set, and off again?
Yeah, I mean, if I can. I mean, and if there's somebody there that I really want to see, it's a great chance to see them, because the stages, you can sit at the side of the stage if you want and watch them.
I mean, because normally you're, like you say, if you're playing a show like tonight, you've got your support band and you're touring the country or touring Europe, which I think you do after the UK part. You don't get to see anybody else apart from hotels or tour bus.
I know. Well, you can't. You see, what you can do that, and you can just literally make yourself busy enough with your routine that you step off the tour bus and onto the stage, do your show, and then go off the stage, which is alright, I suppose. But you're not really part of the festival then. And I think at least if you're going to be playing on this, stage 2 over here, that's where we're going to be playing. I think you need to feel what the stage feels like by watching the band, 2 bands before you. And then you get the atmosphere, and then you know what's coming.
I think it's very similar. I mean, like for me personally, I've been both sides of the barrier. I now do a lot of photography, shooting the gigs and stuff, but I've also been the other side of the barrier for many, many, many years.
Yeah.
So I get to feel both. I can sort of almost appreciate everything from being a punter to being a photographer to interviewing, like sitting in sound checks. I have to pinch myself personally at times, but it's nice to see that whole process, how it works, because it's not just a case of people turn up, you guys turn up, on stage, done, off again. There's a lot of work goes into it, especially with touring when you're away so long, and it must get difficult, and you must have to sort of.
But it's difficult to be away so long, especially if you have young children at home and stuff like that. It puts a sort of strain on your partner at home to sort of look after the thing. But it's also it's also a great chance to enjoy and be the person that I am in the band, and that from doing the gigs and doing all of that sort of side, to doing interviews like this, and kind of sitting down with the sort of the day all about that, to focus in and write stuff and upload stuff and be focused completely on it. It's lovely.
And like earlier, like you're saying, Make-A-Wish Foundation, you did charity photographs.
Yeah.
I mean, that must be really rewarding as a band to
Absolutely.
be involved in something like that.
To get a chance to do that kind of stuff. That's, as I said to you earlier, is probably the most important thing that we did today.
Absolutely.